So we often talk about quote unquote critic proofing many times in the past. You know, it's something that, despite what the critics, basically what, IMDb says or Rotten Tomatoes tomato score says, the product still ends up becoming a huge massive success. Last year, around the same time, same month, the Mario movie released. And despite what Rotten Tomatoes said about the movie made over $1 billion. Same thing can be said with the FNAF movie. Despite what the critics said about the FNAF movie, that movie ended up becoming a very big success. Okay, then we have this. The Taylor Swift Tortured Poets first album Spotify history with 300 million streams in a day. This is after Era of the Year and Rate Your Music, which are two very biased sites towards Kanye West. Okay, because there are a lot of people who just simply are giving her album a low score because they're Kanye West fans. There's not really many Trump supporters on there because I know there's a lot of Trump supporters who don't like her music, obviously because of the whole conspiracy theory they pushed around February about the Super Bowl, which never came to fruition. But it seems that the critics have lost yet another peg down. It seems that the average person doesn't care what Era of the Year thinks, doesn't care what Rate Your Music thinks. And this could be also said the same thing of K-pop as well. It doesn't matter. They don't. Most people, as much as I don't really like Baby Monster that much as a band, I don't like the music. Well, it seems that millions of people around the world don't give a crap about Era of the Year things about their music. It seems that more and more these establishment critics who used to decide sales of movies and games, and it'll be the very well accepted, well, something will be quote unquote critic proof. But basically, this is by Spotify's numbers here. 300 million in streams its full first week of release. Compare that to Ariana Grande's new album and Beyonce's new album, which were ironically received well by Era of the Year and Rate Your Music, which is pretty funny as well. Broke a Spotify record. And yeah, someone really, like, there are people who really do not understand what the actual Fortnite is. It's basically based off the moon. It's every 2 weeks. Became the streaming service's most streamed song in a single day, despite what Era of the Year says about the song. They're really giving the song a bad score because of the name of the song. Okay, which is stupid, because a fortnight literally means 2 weeks. Yes, that's what it literally means. It is a British term. It's not an American term as well, but a fortnight is basically 2 weeks. Okay, that's basically what it is. It's not really used anymore, but it's an old term that people don't use anymore. And there's a game now called Fortnite. It's actually not actually called Fortnite, like the actual word. It's actually Fortnite. So they're actually two different things. But it is pretty funny that critic proof is becoming more and more common, especially this year. With Kung Fu Panda 4 absolutely was demolished by Rotten Tomatoes, where it said it was the worst movie in the series, and it was demolished by YouTube critics. But the movie still made $400 million globally. Same thing in the new Godzilla was absolutely trashed by the critics, like they all do with every Godzilla movie. But with Godzilla movie still made $400 million globally, despite that. Ghostbusters didn't do too well, but there was many reasons why that movie flopped. Not Rotten Tomatoes score is the reason why the movie flopped. Bad release timing between Kung Fu Panda, Dune, and Godzilla. The fact that Ghostbusters movies do not make money internationally as well, unlike Godzilla or Kung Fu Panda, which are movies that were big international hits, but also as well as domestic hits as well. Ghostbusters is a franchise that's been damaged in its reputation by the 2016 movie. The Afterlife was a decent success, but still couldn't beat 2016 Ghostbusters global gross. Okay, that Taylor Swift's Fortnite night with Post Malone became the most streamed song in a single day. This is despite what Hour of the Year and what your music says as well. Okay, it has become her first new music since Midnights. She re-recorded the Taylor's albums in interim, and the two aforementioned albums will speak now in 1989, which then became the record-extending sixth album to debut over 1 million in pure week sales in pure week. We'll know that later, but it is pretty funny that Hour of the Year loses yet again. Kind of like how they keep losing to Imagine Dragons, which is pretty funny because they always say Imagine Dragons is this horrible band, but the songs keep doing well. Okay, despite I know they released a new song recently, but I think it's gonna be drowned out by Taylor Swift's new album. I think it was kind of a poor release date. They sort of released it around May. Okay, same thing with Pearl Jam releasing a new album. Because if you did not know, Pearl Jam released a new album, and of course, Hour of the Year loves that album, but they don't love Taylor Swift's new album. The album, I think, currently has a mixed score of 48% by the user scores. The Hour of the Year users. Basically, it's just the people who are going to review hate the album at the very beginning. I think there's a possibility it might bounce back to what Midnights was, because the Midnights had the same exact reputation, okay, as this album has. Because a lot of these people are like, oh, she doesn't innovate with her sound, or it's always the same criticisms. But when Kanye West releases his new album, they'll go out and defend Kanye West like he's the greatest person. But there's also a lot of people who will also not like his songs because of his, craziness, as I say. But yeah, that is it about this video here. So it is funny that this album had 300 million streams despite what Hour of the Year gave the album. Which further proves that most people don't care about the critics and Hour of the Year and all their bullshit. Because you know what? If we all listened to what Hour of the Year said was good, then we'd all be listening to Radiohead. And that's about this video here. Goodbye.